This video will work through the 8.1 to 8.4 Algebra 2 quiz that we just recently took. This would be for review for anyone who has not taken this yet or was possibly looking at retaking this. First concept is to graph an exponential function. Alright, so looking at this first function, you want to take a look at this part first. So we're looking at an equation in the form of a b to the x power. In this case, or in all cases, the a is the y-intercept, and the b is how it's growing or maybe decaying. So in this example, I would start with 4 being my y-intercept, and then as we go to the right, we're multiplying by a half. So in making a table of values, we'd have the point 0.04. As I increase x by 1, I'm going to multiply y by a half, which would be 2. And then multiply by a half, and then by a half, and so on. Going the other direction, you would multiply by 2. Okay? So therefore you got the point 0.04, you've got 1, 2, you have 2, 1, and you can see this is going to get closer and closer to 0. You have negative 1, 8. And then the rest of this is going to be, this is a movement of 3 to the right. That's your power with the x. And this would move it up 2. So moving each of these points right 3 and up 2. For example, the point 2, 1 here, I can move over right 3 and up 2. The point 1, 2, I can move right 3 and up 2. The point 0.04, I can move right 3 and up 2. And this graph is going to look like this, and it should get closer and closer to 2 on the y-axis. Domain is all reals and will be for every exponential function. Range would be y is, in this case, greater than 2, because 2 is the highest point in the graph. Number 2. This is writing an exponential function or exponential equation. This is no different than a problem where I give you 2 points and ask you to write an exponential function. The exponential function, again, is in the form of ab to the x. In this case, they're telling you that the consulting firm began with 60 clients. That means at the 0 time period, we have 60. And then after 4 years, he now has 425. That would be our second point. Therefore, plugging in 60 is my A value. B I don't know, but I know when x is 4, it would equal 425. And then I'm going to divide by 60 to both sides. I'm trying to solve for b. B to the 4th would then equal, I believe, 7.09 approximately. You should check that. And then you're going to take the 4th root of both sides to find b. And the 4th root of 7.083 repeating is 1.63. So therefore the equation would be 60 times 1.63 to the x power. Now, using it to predict the number of clients in the 10th year, we're simply going to put 10 in for x. So I'll take 60 times 1.63 to the 10th power, which would be about 7,944 clients in the 10th year. Next problem, investing money. So you're investing $900 at 3.2% for 8 years. If you're compounding this annually, which is once a year, we're going to take that interest rate, change it to a decimal. I'm going to add 1 to it. Multiply this by 900. And since it's 8 years, I would take it to the 8th power. For monthly, now that 0.032 needs to be divided by 12. I'm still going to add 1 to this. Going to multiply by 900. And then the power will be how many months there are in 8 years, which is 8 times 12, or 96. That's coming from 8 times 12. Okay, so entering those in your calculator, 900 times 1.032 to the 8th power is 1157.92. And the next one, I will take 900 times, parentheses, 1 plus 0.032 divided by 12. Close those parentheses and take that to the 96th power. That would be a total of 1162.18. Next question, solving exponential equations. Now to do this, as of now, we know one method, get the bases the same. So looking at this, we can write 8 and 32 as powers of 2. 8 is 2 cubed, 32 is 2 to the 5th. And I'm taking 8 to the 2x minus 3. I'm taking 32 to the 3x minus 4. I have power of power here, which means I'm going to multiply these. That would be 6x minus 9. This would be 15x minus 20. Bases are now the same, so these exponents need to be equal. So set 6x minus 9 equal to 15x minus 20. Add the 9. Subtract 15x. And solve, dividing by negative 9, x would be 11/9. Part B, 9 and 27 are both powers of 3, so I'm going to write 9 as 3 squared, 27 is 3 cubed. This is being taken to the negative 2x plus 5, 27 is being taken to the 3x minus 10. Power of power again, so it would be negative 6x plus 10. 3 to the 9x minus 30. And again, set these equal. So set negative 6x plus 10 equal to 9x minus 30. I can subtract 10 from both sides. Subtract 9x from both sides. And divide, so it'd be x would equal 40/15.